watching some criminal court stuff today, Solomon? Two things here. It's not going to be a long stream. Most important, my beautiful lady is going to be over at the Celebrity Center tonight. This is the big safe pointing event today. Getting in chambers of commerce, the city council, the police, firefighters. They're having an event at the Celebrity Center. We had the email leak, the FOIA request for Janet Whelan, her inviting people to this event tonight and tomorrow night. So if you have an ability to go and protest with my beautiful lady, please do. I'm not around, so if you don't like me, grow some fucking balls and go out there. Even the people I don't like, get out there, stand by those entrances, by the parking garages, and hold up a sign. And yeah, please go and support my girl there. Matt will be there. Perfect. So that's the most important thing. I was served a restraining order yesterday. My 13th, 14th, who knows how many fucking restraining orders I have. By an old character, allegedly from something I did last year on the 10th of October 2023, and then for me wearing a onesie and going and see some Christmas lights 2 years ago, 2022. There was a restraining order put in place. Please don't say the name. I could say the name. I'm not restricted to saying the name. It's really, well, they say I can't harass this person. The definition, I talked to a lawyer earlier. The definition of harass is really not defined, so it's hard to say what harassment means. And so the restraining order has been in place since June. I didn't even know it was in place. They did drop service at my parents' house because they stalk me and watch my channel, and they know when I come home. So they were able to drop service. The restraining order was put in place. It's an ex parte restraining order, which means that I didn't even have an opportunity to be heard. They literally just went on her lies, basically. And they are all lies. Said that I wrote to the city council, like said I did all these things I didn't do. I just didn't do any of them. And so I'm debating if I really would like to fight it, because it says I was stalking, and that's just not what the fuck happened at all in any type of way. In fact, it was the opposite way around. And yep, Yorkshire muffin. Yeah, it's I'm not upset about it. Like I'm just frustrated at the use of the law, you know, against me, and they're continuing to use it against me. They use the case that I just got off of as some of the evidence of like some patterns of stalking. So it was like bullshit on top of bullshit. It's a house of cards, really. It's just bullshit, and it's because I was protesting a pedophile, and they were directly involved with that pedophile. Took pictures with that pedophile. There's pictures with them with the pedophile, and so I don't care. I know that the truth. I'm never gonna work for anybody in my life. I just don't like having stalking charges or stalking anything on me. Oh, thanks, Kirby's mom. They assaulted me. They came to the hotel. They threatened me with bullets, dropping bullets into a champagne glass. There's a whole assortment of things that they did that is really harassment and is really against the law. But of course, because of who I am, I'm being targeted on that again. And so I talked to an attorney. He was like, well, why? He's like, don't even worry about it. You're not planning to come back. I'm not planning on coming back. I don't even mention them. They're like NPCs. They're non-player characters. And
I like your jacket.
oh, thank you. It's a comfy. They're amazing. No, don't say shit like that. Remove. I'm gonna just hide you. We don't make any threats. We don't do anything weird like that. There's been people who have tried to get me to say her name in the chat. Same kind of bullshit that they were doing with Crystal. Trying to get me to say her name, trying to violate me, which they did violate me, and I had to pay thousands of dollars for chatters coming in saying the name of the person in the protected party. The lawyer said it was going to be about $2,500. I don't have $2,500. I don't know if I want to ask everyone for $2,500. The lawyer said it'd be between $1,500 to $2,500. And so $2,500 is not bad. It's not bad. That would be to represent me through the whole thing. And that's at the top end. It might not be $2,500. All right. Let's get rid of some of these annoying people first. I'm going to add Chi as managing monitor. And so I'm just looking for a tool right now. My mom, of course, I can't just come here and just have a goddamn time to enjoy with family. I'm always fucking doing construction, what I fucking hate. It's climbing up and changing the kitchen sink. So I don't have the fucking tools, so I need to get a fucking wrench here. Yeah, well, I don't want to visit because there's a honey to-do list. Construction is fucking awful. No, that was me. That was me in the chat last night.
2517 is your total. And we do have tap, so if you use it.
Yeah, no, they've totally weaponized all of this. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much. Have a good day.
Hello. How you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Oh, wonderful.
Staying out of trouble? I gotcha.
I just got out of trouble. No, if you define it.
Go there. All right.
I'm innocent.
2534.
I've won all my court cases.
All right.
Well-placed comment.
And I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Must have been an omen. I don't know.
No, yeah. I'm doing a live stream. We're talking about it right now to the world. 500 people watch it. Good trouble.
Okay, 66, 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, thank you so much.
Printed receipt here for you. All
Have a
right.
wonderful day.
Be good.
Yep, happy holidays. Oh, let me get to my van. Get to the mobile. All right. Juice. Yeah, no, I don't want anyone to know that I do remodeling. I hate remodeling. Yeah, I hate it. I just hate it. Even if it's for my mom, it's like, where the fuck is my brother-in-law? They literally watch the fucking kids like every weekend, every week, like 2 or 3 times a week. I'm the fucking psychopath, allegedly. But them motherfuckers can't help my mom with anything. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I'm stuck. I literally back for like 3 days and I'm fucking doing the most awful thing in the world is climbing underneath a kitchen sink. I hate everything about it. I've done it so many times that I don't ever want to do it ever. I don't care who, even for my parents, I don't want to do it. Nah, I used to do I did the bathrooms and everything. I find it's the most unjoyful thing in the world. Things that should take 5 minutes sometimes take fucking 5 hours, and the person doing the labor is always the one who's cut out. So, no, I could do electrical all day and not think twice about it. I'm coming out to DC. Coming out to DC. Yeah, it's so stupid too. The faucets, like the whole design of American construction is so fucked. They make plumbing so fucking difficult. All the plumbing pipes should be outside of the walls. They should be above the faucet. The lines should be coming up from the sink, exposed like that. The fucking line should be exposed. It's always a goddamn fucking hassle. Like all this shit is just dumb as fuck. I'm venting. I fucking hate every second of it. I have the highest respect for contractors who have to put up with that fucking bullshit. Ah! So I got a restraining order. Got a restraining order for wearing a onesie and going to Christmas lights. It's a ex parte, so I was not given an opportunity to hear. It's a 2-year restraining order till June 2024, 25, 26, 25, 24, 25, 26. Yep. It was dropped at my parents' doorstep yesterday. And I really don't care about it. Like, I already have a stalking, which was not fucking stalking at all. Not even close to stalking. So I have a second one, and you can't use it in restraining orders like in LA, you can't use any of that information for restraining orders that are happening, but they're going to do it anyways. Yeah, and the fact that it's an ex parte, ex parte is supposed to be like short. It should only be like a couple weeks or a month or two. The fact that it's 2-year ex parte is fucking is insane, truthfully. Especially not even having an opportunity to be heard and no service. This has nothing to do with Scientology. This has everything to do with me protesting a group that had a pedophile. Yeah, ex parte is usually only temporary. I don't know why this ex parte was not temporary, why it was 2-year. I know it doesn't make any sense to me, but it's a fucking ex parte 2-year fucking motion thing. The lawyer, I talked to one lawyer today. He called me back. He's not even sure if he's going to take it because the harassment, the language of harassment is so vague and undefinable in Fort Wayne, Indiana in the last year. But I really don't have $2,500. I just don't have enough money to even fucking get a lawyer, and I'm not asking yet for it. I'm gonna sleep on it for another day or two. It won't affect. It's not gonna affect anything. It has no effect on me besides having a record, not being able to have guns, which I don't care. I believe strongly in the Second Amendment, but I don't need to fire them. I don't need to shoot. Like, that's not even like, it's not, I don't even care. You know, if I can't possess a firearm, that's not an issue for me. I believe strongly in the Second Amendment, but I don't personally need it. Oh wait, fuck. I went past it. God damn it. Gosh darn it. Well, and it's like I live rent free in so many people's heads. I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm so effective at people just hating on me for so long, extended periods. No, don't. Yeah, delete anything with the word guns. If there's a word gun, delete it. Block the person from the guns. Yeah, nothing about fucking guns. Okay, nothing. No, because it's so vague, the harassment, that could be considered harassment. That, yeah, it's so vague. Yeah, so it's anywhere. The guy said between $1,500 and $2,500, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot to me. I don't have $2,500. And yeah, it's just and this has been in place since June. There's no time to relax, I guess. I guess I'm just in it until all this shit's over. And I just keep winning, because I keep winning all my court cases. I haven't lost any court cases. But this has been in place for 6 months. It's been in place since June. And so the husband had tried to come out, and they were like trying to bait me. They kept saying that they wanted me to go and follow him or try to do something with him, and I didn't do any of that. And I'm glad I didn't do any of that, because it was all to bait me, to try to get me in trouble. No, the attorney was just getting, he was just unsure about what was going on. He was like saying, well, you went 2 years in a row, and that's one of the prongs is continued. I was like, man, like I was protesting a group. The group went there. I went to see Christmas lights. I have a right to go see Christmas lights. I have a constitutional right to go and see Christmas lights. Literally, this is about Christmas lights. Going to see Christmas lights. No threats were ever done by me. I don't have to threaten people. I just show up and smile, and people are threatened by my very smile. My boyish good looks, I guess. Christmas lights were awesome too. Yeah, just fucking block them. Don't even fucking put up with any, like, right now on this stream, if you say something, there was threats by them. They stalked me. They egged my car 2 different times. They were their aggressors. So I'm not sure if it's worth it to fight. I'm not sure if it's worth it to ask people for money. I don't want to be asking people for money all the time. I fucking hate asking for money. I have a small window of time. According to what I'm seeing, you have to appeal the order within a month, but I didn't even know about it, so I don't know if it's a non-pro-tunc type of filing or a modification of order type of filing, and that's where, like, I would want to use the lawyer. Yeah, just block him. Just block him. I don't give a fuck right now. Don't be careful what you say right now, because I'm feeling blocky right now. No, I wouldn't do a GoFundMe. I would just want the funds sent to me. Someone sent me the funds last time for the lawyer. I'm not sure if I want to do a GoFundMe. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I wasn't planning on going and do any lights anyways this year. So it was like really a non-issue. It's just petty. This shit's fucking petty. What kind of patriot, like, and this is the thing why I protested them. These people aren't freedom fighters. They claim to be some type of freedom fighters or patriots or whatever fucking weird MAGA shit they were into. And it's not MAGA. Not all MAGA people are like that. I have a lot of friends that are MAGA. They're not bad people at all. But the people like them are bad people. They are what makes MAGA look bad. They are why the left hates MAGA, are people like them. No, this is not affecting me in any type of way. The only effect is I can't have any firearms, which doesn't really affect me because I just don't have any desire to have any things. Hey, John. I just can't go by the residence, and I can't harass them, whatever the fuck harassment means. They think that me being live right now talking is harassment. Like, everything I do is considered harassment. So, again, out here bragging and trashing. No, we're not. What part of I have a lot of good friends that are MAGA did you fucking not get? I mean, what part of that did you not understand? You're a little fucking slow if you didn't hear those words. I have a lot of friends that are MAGA. A lot of friends. But those people are yeah, and your name is all you have, and I don't want to do it myself. I just want to pay a lawyer to do it, and it's easier in these types of restraining order things because it's just I know when it's a smart idea to have a lawyer, and this moment is one of those times where it's smart to have a lawyer. Yeah, there's definitely memberships here, and I appreciate everyone getting the memberships. It's nice having a little residual income every month, so that I could, like, it'd be nice to have enough income to where I don't even have to ask anybody. I could just use the money I'm getting to do that. But it's just, it feels like one thing after the other. I got my tires slashed, and then it's like, you know, all these people are just asking for money, and I don't want to be that channel where I'm just asking for money all the fucking time. I don't want to bleed people. Like, I want it to be like entertainment and entertaining and like activism, and not just like begging for money all the fucking time. Well, I could set up the gift memberships, and that's going to be, I had to come home to get a driver's license because the police have taken all four of my phones and my computer, make it almost impossible for me to get into anything, because I don't have any of my devices. And so it's real easy to say set up the gift memberships, but y'all don't know that I have no access to my email right now because all my phones have been confiscated, my computer's been confiscated, and the goddamn fucking Yahoo couldn't take my, they couldn't, I can't do any 2-point verification because I don't have the phones. They wouldn't take my stupid thing because my ID was expired. So I literally had to fucking fly back to Chicago to get an ID and a new driver's license so that I could fucking call Yahoo and maybe get them to fucking get me into my main account that I've had for like 25 years. And then I could, once I got into that account, then I could get my YouTube account because it's attached to that email, so that I could change the gift memberships and unblock all these people who've been bothering me about being blocked. So that's where the fuck I'm at. The city is from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Building B. Okay, I'm right here. Cool. And so if you're just coming in, my beautiful lady Lara is going to be out protesting at the Celebrity Center at like 5 or 6. If I go horizontal. So make sure you go out there and support her, and support I'm letting it all out. Make sure you go there and support her and support everybody. I heard that Matt's going. If anyone else is going, yesterday I was at Fermilab. No, and I'm gonna get my phones back, and I should get my phones back and my computer back in February. It's almost been a year since those got confiscated. It'll be till June or July that I'll get my other 2 phones back. But it's just like one thing after the other. It's like, god damn, I can't fucking breathe, you know. And I really don't care about the restraining order. I work for myself. I'll always work for myself. There'll never be an opportunity where I have to, but I don't like having stalking stuff on me. I know I've been asking about CERN. Yeah, that the whole CERN and all that shit, the Mandela effect, is allegedly at Fermilab. That was a Department of Defense thing. I'm gonna hang out for a couple more minutes. Thank you for being members and getting memberships, y'all. Damn, how can they take it, not get it? I think a ton of money should be raised to sue the LAPD. No, I'm going to sue the LAPD. I wanted to sue Berkeley County. It's been nonstop fucking restraining orders and nonstop shit through Berkeley County. Like, and they've merged with the fucking trolls here. They're in all these other streams. They're in Pinche Becky's stream. They're in fucking Daniel from Salem stream. They're in Zach's stream. All these fucking nasty people have, you know, they're just nasty people, and they've gone to some of the nasty people, the other nasty people, right? And that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I'm okay with it. It's just one thing at a time. I've been successful in all the litigation here this last 2 years, besides the one restraining order, and I could have been successful if I didn't, because I filed out of time. And again, I don't give a fuck. I didn't stalk anybody. There's no evidence of any type of stalking. There's not a video. There's not like an email. There's not a phone call. There's none of that. No phone calls, no emails, none of that shit. None of it. None of it exists. It's all make believe. It's because I stood up against a pedophile, and in my head, that will never fucking change. It's never gonna change. In my head, that I did what was right, and no matter what piece of paper says something different, it's fine. And all right, I'll just do a quick recap. One of the big people involved in the 1776 restoration movement, which was a group that broke off from the People's Convoy, which was modeled after the Canadian convoy, got a restraining order. She's friends with the person who got the restraining order against me. They made up a bunch of lies, and they hid, and they both are pictured with the pedophile, Marcus Kupik, who they all said didn't exist and wasn't there. And we called out all their lies over and over again, and they were friends with the pedophile. And so, so they have a ex parte restraining order out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, from June 6th. It was filed. Yesterday, they served me at the door. It's for 2 years. I don't know how an ex parte restraining order, it's only supposed to be like a very short term. It's like an emergency order. Somehow they got it for 2 years. They got it for 2 years. The people egged my car the first year. They came to the hotel I was staying at before I was going to Christmas lights. They came to the hotel I was at and made threats, took pictures of my van. Then when I drove by their Christmas display, my van was egged, and I was followed for a few blocks. I went back the next year because I was coming back from Florida. I was in Savannah doing Christmas lights. I did some Christmas lights in between Savannah and Fort Wayne. I did the Christmas lights thing. I wasn't even going to go around by their house. I went to all the other things. I did a couple days. I went to another house close to their house. The husband came and drove by where I was, threw an egg at me, and then so I drove by the house again. The first year I just jumped out in my onesie and did a dance, and so that's it. And so yeah, so that was the extent of what had happened. A bunch of allegations that I called the Christmas light contest, that I wrote letters to the neighbors, that I made online threats, all this stuff. None of that ever happened. That's it. That's what the RO's over it. Well, and all these allegations of me making all these online threats, that others made online threats, and I said that others were going to come. I never said any of that. None of that was ever said. Some of y'all were there. Some of you guys really enjoyed the Christmas lights. I enjoyed doing the Christmas lights. It's fucking crazy. So that's the allegations in the restraining order. I can't believe that. Well, I do believe, like, if I was making those threats and stuff, and the judge didn't have an opportunity to hear me, then he might make a decision based on what she's saying. So I don't have any problem with the judge or what the judge ruled on, because the allegations were false. And so, you know, my fight is against Scientology. I don't even care about these people. Are nobody to me. They're like non-player characters. Their family, their son has been in my chat before. their son doesn't even like them, and he was with us when they were laughing about it and everything. Scientology parking wide open now. So yeah, so all that happened. There was no threats, nothing. So yeah, I know the 2,500 could be raised quickly. I got to make sure that this lawyer is interested in doing it. He wasn't sure because he just didn't have all the facts. So I got to write out a little declaration for him. I really don't want to do a GoFundMe. I don't want to have to go through the process of the GoFundMe and all that. If I decide it's just going to be straight to my accounts and I'll pay for the lawyer, just like I've done before. Trying to think here. Is that everything? What time is it? 2:07. Okay, I got a couple more minutes. Yeah, I don't need the GoFundMe. It's straight to me. You guys are just gonna have to trust me. And I just don't want to do a GoFundMe. I have all the different apps, and last time I've had some amazing people. You all helped pay for my lawyer for the last bullshit. And I won that. That was $1,700 for that lawyer. We raised it in 24 hours. And then someone paid for. There's been just some amazing people that have paid and helped put out the money. And I appreciate that. And it's, I don't want to have to ask again because I fucking hate asking for money. And because we haven't even raised the money for Henry. Cubs champion needs money. They all fucking need that. This is not Scientology related. It is Scientology related because the trolls, this person who's got the restraining order has been in ZDT's chat, talking in ZDT's chat. So it's a collection and collaboration of people. And so it's just more and more of it. So and the lawyer's just unsure. I called quite a few law firms this morning, and he was the only one who responded back. He took a lot of time to talk to me. He talked about the different prongs. There's 3 prongs, just like in LA. There's prongs. The one thing that was specific in LA that Fort Wayne doesn't have is if you're engaged in protesting. And maybe I'll have to go and look at some case law in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and see if it has something, if there's a thing. Yep. So you guys know, my old chatters, you know who I'm talking about. You know all about her. You know how bad, you know how just evil of a person she is. They were taking slingshots with rocks, and they were hitting Lori, the protester I was with out in West Virginia. They were taking slingshots and shooting rocks at her and hit her in the face with the rocks. Yeah, and she was with the pedophile. Yeah, so I talked to an Indiana lawyer. I have a lawyer. He's calling me back at 8 o'clock on Monday. I'm going to write him an affidavit. I'm gonna write him an affidavit so he knows exactly the facts of what had happened. And when he was unsure, he was unsure about the whole time, and I reiterated. I talked about the protesting prong, how we won because none of that activity could be considered stalking if you're engaged in protest. So I'm sure in Indiana there's some case law to that. He might not be familiar with it, so I'll have to go and look for that. And then I'm trying to think. I'm trying to make sure I got all the information out to y'all. It was stressful just because my focus is on Scientology and dealing with these people that don't fucking do shit. No, it's if engaged in constitutionally protected. Yep. That one's okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to let it stress me out. or anything. I mean, it added a little stress. So they got to win there. Just because I have to raise the funds. Once I got the funds, I get the I got nothing to lose at this point. Because it's already in place. It's not like I'm you know, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain from fighting it. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No, the slingshot, because I said it, and the slingshot could hurt it. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so I do have stress from it. And any type of litigation. Yeah, Lori does. I'm just gonna look up protesting and restraining orders, and I'm sure it's a tactic. It's what makes me a professional. It's what sets me apart from so many others, is because I've gone through this restraining order process so many times, and I've done it in numerous states. I've with D.C., West Virginia, now Indiana, California. Yeah, none of you guys even know who the fuck she is. That's how fucking in non-player character they are. So I'm gonna get my passport today. So that's what I'm working on. I got my driver's license and state ID yesterday, so I'm good. Get my passport. And what's up? What's up, Corn Freak? Any questions? Yeah, Matt's amazing. I love Matt. I saw who. I just love people buying a bunch of. You can't buy yourself into this, man. You ain't gonna buy people 20, 30, 40 memberships and think that you're like, people aren't gonna see what the fuck you're doing, okay? You haven't even mentioned going to Indiana. They're so scared. Yeah, no, I'm already. How does my driver's license get me into your YouTube account? Great question, Amber. There's paid YouTube Yahoo services. If you can't get in through them sending notifications to your phone or email, since my phone and email is all attached to my phones that have been confiscated, I can't get into my email. So they have Yahoo has paid services where you go in, you pay like money for them to send you. First you send them a picture of your driver's license front and back, and it can't be expired. And then once they get that picture, then you pay them, and then they give you access back into your email account. So in order to get into, and then my YouTube studio account is attached to that email that I don't have access to because the cops have taken all my phones. So I'm just having trouble. I'm just having trouble. It's everything. The odds are stacked against me. I'm doing my best to navigate through all this the best I can without like fucking losing it like a goddamn madman. Interesting. Didn't know you could do that with Yahoo. Thank you for explaining. Yeah. So that's why I literally had to buy a flight. I had to spend fucking $300 some odd to fucking fly out here. My Uber cost to the airport to get the fucking IDs so I could get back to fucking LA, and so I could get into my email so I could get and people unblocked and get into the, change things around. And yeah, it's just frustrating. And then I'm headed out to DC for January for a couple weeks. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing some of my friends. I'm really looking forward to getting on the news. Everyone's going to be there on the 20th. It's going to be a media shitstorm. I'm going to get on at least 1 to 2 major networks saying about Scientology's a cult. I'm removing that one. Hide user on channel. Ooh, did you just? Ooh, I just deleted you. Unhide user. I'm gonna put you in timeout. I know you just gave me money. That's a 24-hour. I don't know what that. I don't put foreign languages in here, man. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, and I'm not gonna. Yeah, thank you for the $2. Who am I? I'm Defender of Ants. Jesus. Yeah, so I'll be out in DC. I'll be out in DC for the 6th, the January 6th. I'll be out in Pennsylvania after that for a couple days. Then I'm heading somewhere in between there. I'm going to head out to Maryland and hang out with my friend in Maryland. And I got my friend in Virginia. I'm going to hang out for a couple days. I'm trying to possibly buy a ticket for Laura to come out. Money's just tight right now. And, yeah. Yeah. We all love we love Curdy milk. So, the vertical brings in all these people that are like in high school. They all like to talk about farts and shitting and poop and all sorts of shit. I got Megan. We're adults here. We don't have to talk like that. Yes, I was invited to the Diddy party. I'm kind of famous like that. Hot Mama, TikTokers, farts anyone. All right. That's it. Go over to, make sure, if you can, check out Laura's stream later today. My girlfriend. She's amazing. She'll be at the Celebrity Center in LA. And she needs all the help that she could get. And yeah, let me delete this guy. It's just a farting thing, all that all that shit. Just the only person who gets away with that is David. Narcon charts. All right, I'm out. Thank you guys. Sorry for my rant. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the memberships. Check out Matt. MD Media is going to be there. So it'd be amazing if you're going to come out, man. Tonight's a big night. Get out there, and this is a safe point in the LAPD. All right. I love you guys. Much love. Nothing's going to fucking stop me, man. You're going to have to kill me or put me in a cage, but you ain't going to stop me. So much love.